So yesterday I saw a video and it really inspired me. A few hours after going through this guy's content, I saw another video exposing the guy that just inspired. So I thought to myself, well, okay, let me check this out. So I watched this guy's video. There's this guy that exposed Living Bobby. If you don't know who that is, let's start there. Living Bobby is a YouTuber. He made a series of going from like $1 to $1,000 and then going from $1,000 to $10,000 and showing people this process within a 5-day period for each experiment. He was found out to be lying about one of the things that he did to earn that money. On day 3 of the experiment, he created a clothing brand. Apparently, he lied about sales that he got. He said that he earned $200 in 2 hours. It was found out that he was lying. He was exposed. Somebody put out a video because apparently his PayPal wasn't even connected. So if you actually tried to check out, you wouldn't be able to check out. It wasn't even connected. So there was no way that he could have made that sale. Honestly, I feel like, okay, the guy lied, right? The Living Bobby lied. Fine. Don't lie to your subscribers. Don't lie to your followers. Don't lie to people that are helping you be you, right? I totally agree. But I felt like it was taken a little personal, right? Because I guess the second video that I watched, the guy went and bought a domain. He went and bought hosting, and it really made him mad because I think he spent about $50 getting everything together for a website. And then after he purchased that, he saw the exposed video and felt like, oh man, well, now I can't create a clothing store. Now I can't create a brand. Now I can't make money in 2 hours, I guess was the assumption. And then he went on to saying like, oh, well, if I spent $50, just imagine how many other people he probably scammed into buying domain and hosting. I don't even think Living Bobby had like an affiliate link or anything that you could click. So I don't view it as scamming. Let's break this down, right? You felt compelled enough to watch a video on YouTube, which of course you came to for entertainment, right? You might have come there to learn how to make money, but for the most part, you're there for entertainment. And then you came across Living Bobby's video, and even though you felt like, oh wow, I could do this, you were entertained by this guy going from $1 to $1,000 and $1,000 to $10,000. Honestly, you were entertained by that, right? So you came to a place for entertainment, you were entertained, you decided you wanted to follow what you saw online and think to yourself, okay, I didn't make this in 2 hours, so this can't work. This is a scam because you didn't do it in 2 hours, like Living Bobby portrayed. Okay, I'm here to tell you that Living Bobby's video did its job. And honestly, he should apologize for lying, but Living Bobby did his job. He absolutely inspired you. His job was to inspire you to go do something, to go create something, to go build something. That's what his job was, and that's what he did. In my opinion, to those people that went out and eventually got a domain name and thought of a brand and thought of ideas that they could put on a shirt or a hat or whatever, and got hosting and started to build your brand, and then found out that the guy was lying, that shouldn't stop you. Okay, he was lying, but it is possible. What do you think these other people did? What do you think Supreme did? What do you think Gucci did? Don't you think they brainstormed an idea? Don't you think they came up with a brand name? Don't you think they bought a domain name? Don't you think they bought hosting? Don't you think they came up with designs? They were eventually able to sell. It didn't take them 2 hours. Fine, ignore that part. But it is possible. It's absolutely possible. He inspired. He did. I wouldn't stop. If I were you guys, if you're watching this video, if you come across this video, I wouldn't stop. Don't watch the exposed video and say, oh, there was a lie, I can't do this, I'm throwing this away, I'm gonna give up on my dreams, I'm gonna get, like, what did you just, do you think this was a get rich quick scheme thing? Like, what the heck? Like, okay, he didn't do it in 2 hours, but you could do it. You could do it in 2 months. You could do it in 4 months, in 20 months, 2 years. You could build a brand that you could go to sleep and wake up and there's $200 that you didn't have yesterday in your account for an idea that you came up with a month ago, last week, last night. It's possible. It's absolutely possible. All I'm saying is do not give up on your dreams. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you that actions speak louder than words here. And Living Bobby, you inspired me. You inspired me to do something similar to you. But I'm not gonna do it based on a 5-day period or any day period. I'm going to build something right in front of your faces, and it's going to be completely verifiable. I'm literally going to do it in front of you. So with that being said, let's grab my iPad Pro. It's not a Chromebook, but Apple, if you want to sponsor your boy, yeah, I'm gonna go here to GoDaddy. I'm gonna purchase my domain name. I'm gonna build a brand right in front of you. I'm gonna put up a merch store right in front of you. I'm gonna show you that it is possible. I'm gonna put ads behind it. I'm gonna come up with a brand name. I do think that your brand name is important. It's something that you're gonna live with. I wouldn't rush a brand name just to rush a brand name. Put a little bit of thought into it, but don't spend forever on it. Look at this video as an example. I purchased some lights, purchased a tripod. I'm using my iPhone XS Max. I got a microphone, and I still notice you'll see shadows behind me, and I could say, I want to wait till this is perfect. I want to wait till this is perfect, but I want to get this content out to you guys. I'm about action. Like, I don't want to waste time. I'm about action. I want to make it happen. So I made this video happen. I'll fix the shadows. Maybe next 2 videos or so, I'll fix the shadows. But let's get to this domain. So I'm thinking I want to start a personal brand, and I want to sell t-shirts, and I want to sell pins. I want to sell beanies, maybe hats. I love beanies. I don't know why. A lot of people talk trash about me wearing beanies because it's hot in Florida, but I like beanies. I'm from New York. New York guy, so that's what it is. So what I like to do is go to a site. Before I go to GoDaddy, I like to go to Name Checker without the E. It's a social and domain name availability checker. It's like this, Name Checker. You just pop in your name that you want to search. So we're just gonna pop in Born to Hustle and hit search. It's gonna show you here where it's available and where it's not. So as you can see, it's available on Facebook, but like none of the other major platforms. You want to make sure that when you get a brand name, you want your name to match everywhere if you can. It's going to be very hard in 2019 to match your brand name everywhere you go, but as much as possible, you want to match your brand name wherever you go. So Twitter is not available, Instagram's not available, Facebook is, and YouTube is, and the domain is also not available. Born2hustle.com is not available. There's a method to securing a domain name that is super similar to the one that you want, but it won't give you exactly what you want, but very close. And that's dropping letters, right? So like Name Checker without an E is the site that I'm using. That's pretty much the idea that I go for whenever I can't find a brand name for myself or a friend that's coming up with a business idea. I'm gonna drop the O from Born and the U from Hustle. We're gonna search that. And Yahtzee, is that what they say? And as you can see there, Born to Hustle. Available pretty much everywhere. So, as I said, completely transparent. I'm purchasing this right here in front of you. I'm going to go back over now to GoDaddy. We're going to type in Born to Hustle, drop the O, drop the U. I might make that the tagline, like drop the O, drop the U. Don't forget, I was born to hustle. I think that sounds amazing. So let me know in the comments how you guys think that sounds. Okay, so right here we got borntohustle.com is available, $11.99. All right, so we're gonna add that to cart. Again, completely transparent. This is one of the issues that people had with Living Bobby in his videos, that he bought his domain name 3 weeks ahead of time and Guys, it's YouTube, it's entertainment. If you know what to look for when you're watching these entertainment things and you think the way that I think, just take the inspiration. There's a lot of stuff that he did in there. I was particularly impressed with the coffee thing. I don't know if it was all real, but I guarantee that if I stood in a public area and made a special type of coffee, I'm pretty sure I could get some sales. In my opinion, he did his job. Boom. Thank you for your purchase. I'm the brand new owner of Born to Hustle. This is part 1. I'm gonna build this right in front of you guys. From here, I'm gonna build a YouTube channel, the Instagram page, the Twitter page, Facebook page. I'm gonna build all the social networks that I'm going to use to promote and build this brand. In part 2, you're gonna actually see me build a store. And actually, let's see if we could get to that 2 to 4 hours that he did to build that store, because it's possible. If you're not going all in depth and trying to make it the greatest thing in the world, you have time to improve. What you want to do is you want to focus on a good name, spend the time there. It's going to take you some time to come up with a couple of cool branded designs, but it's possible. And that's what I wanted to prove in this series. So again, this is part 1 of how to build a brand. I don't know what I'll name this yet, but this is part 1. Stay tuned to part 2. Once that's finished, I'll link it in the description below. The main takeaway here, if you bought a domain name, a hosting account, if you were inspired by that video that you saw from Living Bobby or any video that you saw from Living Bobby, you can still achieve your dream. Stay tuned, and I'm gonna show you guys that that's true. Until next time, drop the O, drop the U, and remember, I was born to hustle. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What up, guys? Charles here, and I just recorded 20 minutes of this video and realized I didn't turn my mic on. God damn.